Good morning, YouTubers and friends. I would first off like to thank everybody who commented, liked, subscribed due to my Desperado video. Really appreciate it. Your positive comments meant a lot to me. I got no negative comments, so yeah, it must not have been too bad. Anyway, so today I want to do a video on the gear that I'll be bringing with me to Belize in exactly 7 days. Well, 6 days if you don't count today. I've got quite a bit of stuff, but for those of you who don't know, I am traveling carry-on only. That's mostly because, I'm a single guy. I don't have makeup. Clothing and toiletries are really the only major thing that I need to bring. And even toiletries, I can buy a lot of stuff there. I don't see the need to, shampoo. It's not Somalia, it's Central America. So go to a grocery store, pick up that stuff, no problem. What I will say is I have more stuff than I thought I'd be bringing. So let's start going through it. To start with, I want to show you my bag. I spent a very long time trying to find a bag that worked, a bag that I liked. And I eventually found one on Amazon, looked at it in real life, and then found it for the better price on Amazon. This is an Osprey Porter. It's a 40-liter backpack with semi-rigid, it's real tough foam in there, real thick, tough foam, but semi-rigid sidewalls. And one of the cool things about this is outside of being a decent-sized backpack, what you got is all the straps and everything, some nice kidney straps there, and all of this folds up into the back. So when I'm carrying it on the plane, everything will be tucked nice and neatly into the bag. It ends up being very neat, very nice, and I've done a few trips around the neighborhood with it, with some stuff in it, and I think while I may not be the most experienced person as far as using backpacks go, I can tell you that it's comfortable, I like it. It's also water resistant, which for a semi-tropical country, well actually it is a tropical country, is very important. One of the other things I'd like to point out about it is you release these, and unlike a traditional backpack where you have to dig down for everything, in this, it's almost like a duffel bag in that it opens like that. It's got two large netted compartments inside and is really, really pretty handy. And even with all of my stuff in it, I still have plenty of room. I'll probably end up picking up some stuff down there, trinkets and stuff to bring back home, although I haven't figured out whether to mail those or not. One of the other things I'd like to point out, or show you, is my day pack. Now, most hostels have a locker system for your backpack. So a lot of people bring a day bag or buy a day bag so that they can put whatever they need into their passport, a bottle of water, change of clothes, and then go do whatever they're going to do for the day. And that's kind of what I'm planning, though I can bring my backpack if I need to. This is a very nice Gecko Brands waterproof, although it's not necessarily waterproof, I wouldn't submerge it. It is definitely very water resistant day pack. It's a cinch bag, but one of the cool things about it is you've got the button up top here, and then you unfold it, and when you open it up, it's not huge, it's probably 20 liters, but one of the reasons I was really interested in it is it's got, unlike most cinch bags, a nice little pocket inside. And the pocket is big enough for my passport and my wallet. So that'll be really handy, along with loose change or anything. And because it's in bag that closes in the manner it closes in, I don't really have to worry about somebody reaching in while I'm walking and stealing stuff. So, now we have the two bags out of the way. I also have an REI sleep sack. It's basically a sleeping bag liner, and it's strongly suggested and even required at some hostels. And that's because, at least for me, you know, I'm going to be traveling in a part of the world that isn't necessarily first world, so to speak. And I will be staying at places that indefinitely have bed bugs, and maybe not the cleanest sheets in the world. Or I might be staying in a hammock. It all depends on where I'm at. But regardless, this is a nice poly cotton blend. It's a fairly big sleeping bag liner altogether. It comes out to something like 6.5 feet long and 3.5 feet wide, 3.5 feet, 4 feet wide, something like that. Unzips, it's really nice. And it should keep me either warm in a hammock or, granted, it's the average temperature at this time of year in Belize at night is like 79 degrees. So that's irrelevant. And should keep me warm, should keep me safe, should keep those bed bugs out. It's also supposed to be one of those that doesn't absorb smell as easily and dries quicker and all that stuff. I don't know if I'd buy all that, but it's comfortable, and I know that it's going to keep bed bugs out. Then I've got my Sea to Summit. It's a pocket, fast-drying backpacking towel, so to speak. It's made out of microfiber, and it is exactly 24 inches by 48 inches. It's really nice. I'm really happy with it. It folds up into this nice case and is just big enough to make a sarong. It's a tightly fitting sarong, at least on me, but it's just big enough to make a sarong. It's comfortable, it dries well, and it comes in a really neat case. It was 25 bucks, but you get what you pay for. I'm really happy with it. I've already tested it myself in the shower, and I love it. The next thing I've got here is my wallet. I decided I wanted to buy a special wallet for this trip because your average wallet obviously doesn't hold your passport. So I went to the Topeka Gun Show a couple months ago and bought this. It's a really nice, it was meant to be a ID holder for military personnel, EMS, emergency responders. But what I like about it is it's rubberized on the inside with a really tough kind of canvas outside. And it's just big enough to fit my passport comfortably. So I can fit my passport and everything else in there. It's made by Red Rock. It's really nice. It's got a bunch of different compartments in there. It's actually much more wallet than I need, but I needed something that would hold my passport nice and safe and keep that okay. So that's going to be what I'm using to hold my passport, as opposed to my leather passport holder. I also have my toiletry kit. Not really going to open that up. You guys don't need to see what's in there, because there's not much. Toothbrush, toothpaste, standard stuff. And then I've got my one of my most important pieces of gear, at least for entertainment and connecting with back home, is my Amazon Fire tablet, which is what I'm using right now to record this. This is kind of a beta test for when I have to do it there. So far, I'm pretty impressed with it. It's real nice. It cost me only about $45. I bought a Chinese knockoff of an OtterBox for it, so it's pretty safe. And you can upload all sorts of things to it. You know, I've got Amazon Prime on it. I've got my YouTube account. I've got Facebook. I've got all that stuff. It's basically a big phone, except for, you know, you don't have the calling capabilities. But it's nice. It's about the size of a Kindle. So I've got that, and the charger for it and everything. And then, and earbuds. And then I went out and bought a really nice little flashlight. This is made by BeamTech. It's about 120, 150 lumens. And it uses 2 AAA batteries. It's very nice. It's waterproof. It's got rubber O-ring seals all in it. And it cost me, $20 maybe. But really, really nice. I'm really happy with it. I've used it a bunch working on my car. And I like it. AAAs go out, with 140 lumens, you end up using those AAAs up pretty quickly. But you can find AAAs anywhere in the world. So that's kind of the point. I also have a Spanish translation book. Now, many of you ask, you're going to Belize, Nick. It's an English-speaking country. Why do you need a Spanish translation book? Well, friends, because Belize might be English-speaking, but every country surrounding it happens to speak Spanish. Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, El Salvador, Mexico, they all speak Spanish. And roughly the same dialect. But so while I'm not planning on going into Mexico, probably won't be in Nicaragua or Honduras either, it is entirely possible that I will sojourn into Guatemala, which is right next door to Belize. It's directly to the west, and it's kind of a mountainous, very pretty jungle country. So I might go there, and I thought a Spanish translation book that's not connected to my tablet would be nice, so that I don't need power to read it, obviously. And then last, I have 2 more things. The next is this. I think it's very, it's a little embarrassing to show, but it's important because this is a tropical country, and one of the rules of a tropical country is once you get there, you will inevitably get traveler's diarrhea. So lots of Imodium will be taken. I have a decent supply for a couple weeks. I'll probably need to buy more. Let's not hope on it. Anyway, so I've got that, and then I also have my mother is a little concerned about my well-being. In fact, she's already making missing posters for me to send down there. No, not really. But while I am 21, she has insisted that I bring a cell phone with so that she can, I don't know. I understand her concern. I get it. Anyway, I wasn't going to bring a cell phone with, but I am bringing an old iPhone with. It'll be what it'll be. Anyway, and then I also have 2 pairs of shoes. A pair of nice sandals that I will be carrying in my bag, at least for the flight. And then a pair of really, really lightweight sneakers that I'll bring with. I laced them up with paracord, real cool. I'm excited about it. So that's everything I'm bringing. Said for clothes, of course, but you don't need to see that. One thing I will say, though, is I'm bringing 4 pairs of cargo shorts. It's a tropical country, so I didn't feel the need to bring long pants. If I do need them, I'll buy them there. 1 swim trunk, 1 pair of swim trunks, and about 7 shirts, along with 8 pairs of underwear. That will give me enough clothing that I can go for a week before I need to go wash my clothes. Because while laundromats are prevalent down there, I don't really want to be spending my vacation in a laundromat. So that's everything I've got. I will get back to you. It may not be before I leave. But some point in the near future, I definitely want to do a review on the Amazon Fire tablet because it is awesome. Best $45 that I think anybody can spend as far as electronics go. So thank you. Have a good day. Please like and subscribe on the link below. Tell me what you think.